When the seagulls follow the trawler, it is because they think the sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. Hi, I'm MADISON. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you choosing to spend a bit of time with me today. Thought I'd squeeze a little tutorial in before the end of 2020, before it comes to a crashing end. And I chose something else from the video sleight of hand exposed. Go back and watch that video. Everything that you see in the introduction, I'm going to be teaching absolutely everything from that. I've already done the top cop in the last video. Now we're moving on to this idea where you hold 4 aces, and as you deal them to the table, they change one by one into kings. I'm going to do an advanced version of this where we don't need to hold on to the deck of playing cards. Once you know this version, you'll know how to do this from the top of the deck. To achieve this, we are using the magic word lapping. We need to be sat down. We need a little bit of distance between the table and our lap. Lapping, basically, for anybody who doesn't know what it is the magical art of taking an object and throwing it onto your lap without anybody seeing. So in this very moment, looking at the distance between my lap and the table, I'm gonna lower my chair a little bit because we wouldn't want a card to land like this where everybody can see it. We need to make sure it goes all the way down to our lap. So here's the basic mechanic. We have king ace, king ace, king ace, king ace, king ace. I showcase the first king like this so that you can see the king of spades clearly. When I deal in a very specific manner. I roll my dealing arm towards myself like this so that I can necktie the hell out of this packet so that you can see the back, so that you just can't see the front. As soon as it goes out of your eye line, my taking hand, the right hand is gonna come over here like this. And as my thumb goes down on top of it, the thumb from the dealing hand is gonna push that king and let it slide onto my lap. And then my thumb takes the ace of spades like this, and then both hands turn face up like this. So in one fell swoop, I have shown a king of spades. As I've taken it off the deck, it's become an ace of spades. And on my way back, I'm showing the next playing card. So now we've seen a change and we're looking back here and we're looking at the king of hearts. We repeat this once more. Let it fall to the table as I take the ace of hearts here. And the same thing has happened. So we've got this back forward instruction to our audience. They're going to be looking here and here, and they kind of have to keep up like a tennis match. This gives us so much time to take our time, but to also not worry about trying to cover up this lapping too much, because we know that at that very specific moment all the attention is being directed over here where the aces are. Next, king of clubs, same again. I come over here, push it over, grab the ace, put it here, And then I'm finally displaying what appears to be the last playing card, the King of Diamonds. I'm holding these two cards very tightly at this point. Not too tightly, obviously, I don't want to squash them, but I don't want them to separate because I want it to look like I've only got one playing card left, which is the King of Diamonds. So when I come over here to take it, now I'm going to be a little bit more conscious of my angles. So I'm going to put my hand all the way around like this, so that my thumb can just apparently hit the top. As my hands come together, then I push the king, let it fall. Now from the front, you can still see this top corner. There's this really nice moment where it's here, and I come here. When the king's pushed off, you can still see the back of the apparently the same card here. So now I can go very slowly like this, and I can square up. And the first instinctive thing that your audience might think at this point, or will think, should I say, be confident, is that these playing cards have just been turned over. So I want to square up and then turn them face down like this to show the backs, and then turn them back over one more time, and that has achieved the switch. By all means, practice this on top of the deck, so set everything back up and put these playing cards on top of the deck, face down. Maybe keep a break at that point so now I can turn them all over, all 8 playing cards over like this. Now from this position I can do exactly the same thing. I do have an obstacle in the way, I've got a deck in the way. This makes it a little bit harder than the first version, the version using only apparently 4 playing cards, 8 playing cards, because you've got so much more going on here, so much more in the way. When you come to push this card over, you find that the cards are going to get stuck a little bit on finger 2, on finger 3, finger 4, they're going to get in the way a little bit. So this takes a little bit more practice, a little bit more determination, and you'll find that your fingers start to slide around a little bit more than they usually would on top of these playing cards. Might be worthwhile licking your thumbs a little bit, as usual, Charlie. And then when you get to this point here, your thumb's going to stick to that ace, and then I'm going to push the ace off and then take the king here. Ace, king, ace, king, ace, king. Then we can put the deck down, turn these face down to show the back, and then show them like this. Now the aces are now currently in my lap. They're all kind of face up. I won't get too close on this shot, Charlie. They're all face up at the minute. Very luckily landed just how I wanted them to land. At this point, whilst I'm displaying the kings face up, and while everybody's inspecting them, I act very relaxed, come back here, and I simply clip all those 4 playing cards and manipulate them into kind of a modified finger palm, which looks something like this. So it's between the thumb and the pinky, the base of the pinky, the flange of the pinky, which would be a gambler's palm. But I'm folding my hand over to kind of make it a finger palm. It's somewhere between the two. So now when I'm in this position and I've collected the playing cards, if I square up the kings here, put them in the middle, now I'm going to do a Macmillan switch, Dan Macmillan switch. Go back about maybe a year and a half on my YouTube channel, you'll find a tutorial for it. I'm going to hold those 4 playing cards clipped between finger 1 here. I'm going to slide underneath those kings and then turn over like this, dropping the kings to my lap, and then spreading these cards like this. Looks like the same 4 playing cards, but we just switched them back for the aces. So in real time, that would look like this. If I get prepared with the kings here, in real time, looks like this. Now we can show these as the kings, and the trick, the full circle, has been complete. Man, I've got a lot of notes. There's so many notes about this trick, but you know what? I'm not even gonna leave them in this video because I don't want to give you something too heavy this close to the end of the year. 2021 is gonna start with a bang. I've got so many things planned that I can't wait to show you what I've been working on. I'm gonna be giving away 144 of the MADISON YouTube playing cards. The only place you can get them is directly from me through my YouTube videos. I'm going to be giving them away one at a time, but when I get to 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving a whole box, a whole gross of these bad boys away, so stay close to that. There's something that I'm going to be teaching soon that has a lot of similarities to this trick that I've just taught in this video, so there will be more thoughts, there will be a bigger video on this kind of dealing switch, but for now, that's it. Thanks for all the birthday wishes, by the way. Hope you had a good Christmas, and I'll see you in 2021. I'm Daniel Madison. See you next year.